Hey folks, welcome to today's Insider Trader YouTube Live. Let's move it like this. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you an actionable real-time trade idea right now in the Russell 2000. This is the trade idea I've already this morning also discussed with our Clubhouse members and other trade alert services, including our coaching clients. So what we're going to talk about today is an actionable trade idea in the Russell 2000, specifically the IWM ETF. Now, if you may or may not know that I'm still quite cautious in the broader market here through a near to intermediate term lens for the time being, but it doesn't mean that there can't be opportunities to buy things. We've been buying things here and there, all along over the past couple of months or so, including energy stocks and other things, but also indices. And so right now we're looking at the Russell 2000, which has actually been giving us a lot of relative strength, which are small cap stocks. So Russell 2000 IWM ETF are small cap stocks. They've been giving us a lot of relative strength versus their larger cap cousins over the past 2 months, i.e. March and April. So without any further ado, let's have a look at the charts. Let me flip this thing around. And here we are. So this is the chart of the Russell 2000 IWM ETF using the weekly settings. So each one of these bars here are weekly bars. If we zoom a little bit closer here, what you can see is that all the while over the past 2 years or so, and even more specifically during the pullback into the February lows and into the April, late March, early April lows, the Russell 2000 has continued to hold that very simple blue line here, and you can see how that also lines up with its yellow moving average here, which happens to be the 50-week moving average. If you were to put a daily chart on that, you'll see that's a daily, that's a 200-day moving average, as you'll see in just a minute. So from my perspective, this continues to look constructive, and we actually marginally pushed to a new higher high on a weekly closing basis last week. So that's interesting to know. If we move over to the daily chart, okay, you can see that here we continue to hold that very simple 200-day moving average. That's the red line on your screen here, as you can see with my pencil here. And we've been continuing making a series of higher lows, right? So a low here in early February, a higher low in early April, and an even higher low here just a week and a half ago or so. And that's all pushing up against that horizontal resistance around $160. Now, most important of all this, and that's what a lot of people don't do, is what you want to do is you want to look at the relative strength. So if we take the Russell 2000 and we divide it by the S&P 500, which you can see I've done up here, IWM divided by the SPY, you can see that relative strength over the past 2 months, like I said before. And this relative strength has also now broken us out of this technical formation, if you want to be technical about it, and it does look very, very interesting. And the last thing I'll quickly say is if we look at this entire setup, and I'm going to quickly turn the camera back to my mug. What's important here is that we've continued to see a rising dollar over the past few weeks at the very least, a little bit more than that. And a rising dollar, all else being equal, is actually not something that is very good for large US multinationals, for example, but it tends to be quite good, at least at this point in the cycle, for things like the small cap stocks. Multiple reasons for that. One of the reasons being that small cap stocks, small cap companies tend to buy stuff, foreign things to create their products and services and so on and so forth. And so with a rising dollar, that makes it cheaper for them to buy imports and parts and so on and so forth. So just one explanation, but you can see all these things are kind of lining up here for the Russell 2000 to potentially push higher. So you're asking what might be an upside target. I'll give you that right now. I think an upside target here could be around $165 as the next upside target. Again, I'm not saying this is an immediate term trade. I don't think this trade has to happen right this second, but I do think any strong bullish reversal and a push and hold above $160, which is roughly that horizontal resistance area, I do think 165 could be a next upside target. That's it for today, folks. Have a wonderful day. Any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll see you in the next YouTube Live.